Out series from Indian Economic Development textbook for class 11. I'm doing chapter number 4, poverty, from unit number 3, poverty. I'm reading from box 4.1, Anu and Sudha, and it shows the glaring disparities between the haves and the have-nots. Anu and Sudha were both born on the same day. Anu's mother and father were construction laborers, and Sudha's father was a businessman and her mother a designer. Anu's mother worked by carrying headloads of bricks until she went into labor. She then went behind the tool shed on the construction site and delivered her baby alone. She fed her child and then wrapped her in an old sari, made a cradle with a gunny sack, put little Anu in it, and hung it from a tree. She hurried back to work as she was afraid she would lose her job. She hoped that Anu would sleep until evening. Sudha was born in one of the best nursing homes in the city. She was thoroughly checked by doctors. She was bathed and dressed in clean, soft clothes and placed in a crib next to her mother. Her mother fed her whenever she was hungry, hugged and kissed her, and sang her to sleep. Her family and friends celebrated her arrival. Anu and Sudha had very different childhoods. Anu learned to look after herself at a very early age. She knew what hunger and deprivation were. She discovered how to pick food from the dustbin, how to keep warm during the winter, to find shelter in the monsoon, and how to play with a piece of string, stones, and twigs. Anu could not go to school as her parents were migrant workers who kept moving from city to city in search of work. Anu loved to dance. Whenever she heard music, she would improvise. She was very beautiful, and her movements were graceful and evocative. Her dream was to dance on a stage someday. Anu could have become a great dancer, but she had to begin work at the age of 12. She had to earn a living with her mother and father, building houses for the rich, houses she would never live in. Sudha went to a very good play school where she learned how to read, write, and count. She went on excursions to the planetarium, museum, and national parks. She later went to a very good school. She loved painting and started getting private lessons from a famous artist. She later joined a design school and became a very well-known painter. Well, that's so much for disparities, and again quoting Adam Smith as I did earlier, no society can surely be flourishing and happy, of which the far greater part of the members are poor and miserable.